It's on!
Yes, it's on. We're here. It's Laughing Place, and we are live with Disney Parks Talk for August 22nd. Jeremiah has a very...
$100 right here, $100.
Yeah, let's see. My name is Rebecca Mosley. I'm the co-founder of Laughing Place. With me is our West Coast correspondent, Mike Celestino, and East Coast correspondent, Jeremiah Good. Usually my husband, Doobie, is also here, but he is currently trying to locate his still yet to arrive computer. So that's what has him delayed. But we are here to talk about theme park stuff. How have you guys been? I'm going to start with you, Mike. What you been up to?
I've been better. I got a busted arm. I can't extend my elbow.
Get your cousin's blood and it'll fix your arm.
Yeah, right.
Mike, oh, I'm so disappointed in you. So disappointed. Blood.
It's okay. I too also made a She-Hulk reference when I saw Mike in the sling. So
that's right.
But both of us went to She-Hulk as soon as we saw Mike in the sling. But we're here to talk about some park news, and I'm going to start off with the Disney Plus Day announcement. And that is that on September 8th, which is Disney Plus Day, those who are subscribed to Disney Plus will receive an additional 30 minutes. They get to get in the park 30 minutes early. So a little bit after resort guests, but a little bit before day guests. Donna giving you a little love there, Mike C.
Thank you.
And so they suggest that you have yourself subscribed into the app so that you can confirm that you are a Disney Plus subscriber. They're also going to offer a few special selfie images, so be sure to take advantage of those. Are you excited about this year's Disney Plus, Jeremiah?
Well, we'll all be at Disneyland together for this one, so that'll be lots of fun. The early entry will consist of everybody that is there for Expo.
Oh, that's so true. I hadn't even thought about that. That's awesome. We will actually not. I don't think we will quite. No, we will, but we won't be going to the resort that day. We'll be in the Anaheim area.
Gio's excited because he'll get in an hour early because I believe he's staying at a Disney resort that time.
Nice. Over as well throughout the resort, they're going to have some free food. Not free. Sorry, I read something over here and it caught my eye. No, not free. Blue. Blue was the word I was meaning to say. Blue food. They're going to have blue churros. Blue beverages.
Gio, stop.
I read Gio. I blended it with what I was going to say. Maybe a free hat. I'm still kind of burned that I didn't get a hat last time.
I didn't get that hat either. I was bummed by that also.
Yeah. And
I could go grab my hat if you like, and I could put it on.
What made it worse, Mike, was that I heard it was available at like Cast. You know, they have the little Cast store. I heard they were there and super cheap and available, but there's like, well, I wasn't sure you'd want one, is what I was told by the cast member who was telling me they saw it, and I'm like, are you kidding? So yeah, but let's see. Gio is at an extended stay, so not gonna be taking advantage of those resort early entry. Let's see, guys. So that's what's going on with Disney Plus Day. It's currently oh, no, that's the wrong story. There we go. Mike, you were around the Disney Resort lately, and you saw some stuff, so I'll let you chit-chat about what you saw while you were there.
Yeah, so I went to Disneyland Resort on this past Thursday, in anticipation of possibly seeing something related to She-Hulk, because, you know, they've established this pattern now. Whenever there's a new Marvel Studios show on Disney Plus, we get something new in Avengers Campus at Disneyland Resort. Sadly, there was no She-Hulk character, but we'll get to. I think we'll get to what we did see eventually. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so just outside of the entrance to Avengers Campus, it's across from the Hyperion Theater. There's this bench that has the She-Hulk ad with the real phone number you can call and get a message, and then the bench is kind of bowed or warped, where it looks like somebody big has sat there. So that's what we got from She-Hulk.
there's a few of these benches these style of benches that have popped up around, I want to say Hollywood as well. And I believe that we also have, I've seen some social media evidence that a few more of these have made their way to Avengers Campus as well. There isn't just the one lone bench. So
Okay.
So yeah, yeah, some fun there. But you got to were you the one who hopped on the monorail to head into the park?
Yeah, that was me. I also went around both parks and tweeted whatever I thought jumped out at me. Some refurb happening at Matterhorn bobsleds right now. New popcorn bucket exclusive to Magic Key holders. It's nice and colorful and shiny.
And a higher price.
Yeah, there's the Pearly Band.
Yeah, lots of Halloween merchandise making its way. I noticed as well in your tweets and our articles. So Halloween merchandise making its way, especially now with the Not So Scary parties already happening down in Florida. Not surprising that we're seeing that type of merchandise make its way to Disneyland. Also, a beautiful pattern here with the attractions. I'm sure we'll talk about this tomorrow on Barely Necessities. That's our merchandise show, and it will be tomorrow at 4.
I do like that pattern. They almost got me with that shirt, but I have so many of these now, and I have one that's kind of similar to that already, but it is a cool one. I do like the illustrations on there are pretty nice.
Except it's black.
Yeah, that's Jeremiah's pet peeve. Black background attire. But as Jeremiah mentioned, we noticed that prices have creeped up at Disneyland Resort and at Disneyland. We noticed a 50-cent increase, I think it was.
Yeah. I think you had been the one to point it out, and I went and found a popcorn cart where it looks like it had gone up 50 cents for bottled water and sodas. And then also at the counter service locations, the fountain beverages are they also 50 cents more than they were?
I think it's a 30-cent increase
30 cents,
at the counter service. But yeah, we're also seeing it's those have gone up as well. And Gio pointing out that shirt and dress combo are available over on Shop Disney. You're absolutely right. They are. We tweeted about that from our Barely Necessities account, which is Disney Merch Show. So that's. I was trying to think, Mike. Was there anything else from your latest journey around Disneyland that you want to? I think we gathered.
I think that was most of the stuff. Yeah.
I was going to say mostly it's the price increases and the Matterhorn refurbishment underway over at Walt Disney World. Jeremiah, you want to talk about some rocks?
The Zach Ridley, Creative Portfolio Executive, Walt Disney Imagineering, Epcot, Twitter, or Instagod, decided to show us rocks. And this is for the Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. So they're giving us, this is something great. I have to say, Zach and all of his team with these backstage looks have definitely brought back the feel of the old days of the Disney World magazines and the specials where we could see behind the scenes. I mean, this first picture is nothing inspiring at all, but that one is great, where it's the walkthrough looking towards Spaceship Earth, something that we can't see. And, we can't take pictures like this because it's backstage. So him getting the permission to show this off is great. I was over at Epcot and saw that area is expanding more and more. So I'll be interested to see what it looks like when it finally gets done, which hopefully we'll hear a date in about 2 weeks.
Also, Jeremiah, over on the East Coast, we've had some not so scary fun. I forgot to pull up those images before the show, so if you want to chat about it a little bit, then I will.
We Not So Scary started last week on Tuesday, and then on Friday was the media day where we were invited. It was myself, Mike Mack, and Luke, and we went and we did one of my ongoing vlog series. Things I
Yay!
never thought I'd say. But we had lots of fun. We got to see the parade. We got a chance to finally see Max as Powerline for a little bit. We have videos. We have tons of videos up on our YouTube channel, so it's definitely a time to head over there. That is the pre-parade that only happens from Center Street down to the town square. It's lots of fun. Sadly, we were not in the best area. Either be middle of Main Street or facing the train station in town square. And Max stops and does a full dance
Oh,
move.
cool.
And then he brings people out. For us, we were all kind of in that Christmas tree point looking right down Main Street for the perfect view of the parade, but not the best view of the dance party.
Anything in particular new about the parade or the entertainment itself at Not So Scary, Jeremiah?
Not a thing.
Okay.
It's kind of one of those, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But I also think it's also, we're coming off of the pandemic. This is the first year back. I will say the 2 days that I went the opening night, which was sold out. And then I went the first Friday, which is usually a busier day. It wasn't quite sold out. A sold out day now, if that's what sold out is, far less than it has been for, I'd say, at least the past 4 years. Like,
Oh, okay.
it was, you could walk onto attractions.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, the parades, Main Street was busy, Frontierland would be busy, the shows, of course, everybody gathered around the fireworks, but walking around, there were lots of lines for the character meet and greets, which, because we can hug them again, of course, but it didn't feel like one of those days where you walk in the park and like, did they just continue the full day into the park for everybody? And I walked on the Jungle Cruise. Pirates was 20-minute wait.
Nice.
Sure, Mansion was a bit busy. Space Mountain, that's a Halloween twist. That had no line at all on the outside. So you were walking down that long hall, and Space Mountain was in the dark with some ominous music.
As part of this media invitation, they also showcased some merchandise for you. Yes.
Yes, some of it was the Not So Scary merch. Some of it was just the basic park merch.
Okay.
This was my favorite thing that they've done at any of these media events. I'm walking up and I'm taking the video and interviewing, and all of a sudden the mannequin starts moving because it's a human wearing the gloves and a mask, and could not tell to begin with until our hand just started moving a little bit. It's like, oh,
nice.
But yeah, we don't have as much Halloween stuff out as Disneyland did. Guessing it hasn't made it to this side yet. We hardly have any of the Star Wars Halloween stuff. Hi, Doobie. So hopefully that'll be increasing over the next few weeks. But yeah, it was a really fun event. It was great to be back into the park for a party that wasn't just after hours.
There you go. Now, hey, Doobie, just so you know, we haven't touched on Magic Key Renewal, but we have talked about some of the other items at the top of your list. So go ahead and jump in.
Well, hey, everybody. As those of you who know me well know, by the sound of that in the background, Geo is correct. I still have no laptop. Boy, oh boy.
Did you hear that? You hear that, Mike C? That is our life right now.
Oh, no, I hadn't heard that before just now.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I just got off the phone. I'm glad no one had to see that. I will say my language stays clean. But other than that, I'm not sure I've ever been so angry on a phone. So theoretically, after this, I am going to be able to go down to Hayward and pick up my computer. We'll see how that works out. But that's my problem. You guys are here to hear about Disney Parks Talk. So Mike Celestino, are you still a Magic Key holder?
I am. You know what that noise sounds like? It sounds like that instrument where you rub one stick against the other stick and it's got all those little grooves in it. I don't know what it's called.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like Angry Doobie. That's what it sounds like.
Okay.
So Mike, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I have been renewed into a second year of being a Magic Key holder for the Inspire Key, but sadly I was not personally involved with that process, so I did not get to experience it. I was actually at Disneyland when it was happening, but but
I do have good news. I was
Yeah.
here when the
Okay.
person who was involved with that process was dealing with it. And I mean, it went smoothly in that he was able to get in line and about 6, 7, 8 hours later make the purchase, and in between go about his day. But yeah,
Yeah.
it did take all along. But all the passes are still available, and you can go do it now with no wait. And I don't blame people who didn't want to trust that, but it is nice to know. I wouldn't have trusted it because they specifically said it may not be the case. But for those who did not bother to wait that first day, they can still go renew today, no wait whatsoever. What a relief. And then, Mike, so you said you were at Disneyland on that day. What'd you do?
Yes.
Anything fun?
We already covered that one.
We
All
did.
right, so I'm late. I'll let you go back then, Rebecca. You're on mute, Rebecca.
And her volume's off too. Oh, there
I
you
know
go.
I'm muted because I was working on something else in the background. Let's see. Why don't we talk about Monstro, Juby, while I figure out where we are in the list.
Oh, can I
Oh
talk
my
about
goodness.
this one?
Wait, I got to say one thing. You Tiki people are crazy. Trader Sam people are insane. Go ahead, Jeremiah.
So this popped up this morning on the Disneyland app for the Monstro Tiki Mug Trader Sam's. This, as reported by one of the people who helped create this mug, is not the Halloween mug for Trader Sam's. It is just a regular mug or a limited release mug. We don't know if it's a limited edition. The bottom of it says first edition. So yes, Doobie.
I'm looking at this. I don't see the mug aspect
That's
of it.
the same question I was going to ask.
If you look at the very top of it, and Disney Parks also put out more pictures later in the day. This was the right where his blowhole would be. Think of like he's had a really bad sneeze and his blowhole expanded.
See,
That's where the mug is.
Do you pick them up by the tail fin?
No, it's you put a straw in there, as you do with
Oh,
most tiki mugs.
okay. The concept of a straw never occurred to me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this is available at Trader Sam's this Friday. Mobile order only. Starting at 6 a.m. You can pick up between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. there. It is just a pickup. There is no drinks involved. You mobile order, you go out to the lawn, you pick it up, you investigate, you leave.
how is this? How is this not just merchandise?
That's why they're doing it that way the first day.
Drink involved.
Because the first day it really is merchandise, and then the second day, if there are any left, it will be at Trader Sam's with the I forget what it's the Whale of a Tail cocktail, and they don't have the price on it. There are more pictures on the Disney Parks. I got this first thing as soon as it popped up because I have collected tiki mugs over the years. I have quite a few. But this is one of the few that I look at and I really just want it for display.
There you have it. Jeremiah's excited about the monster. By the way, that is one of my favorite like visuals at the park. Is Monstro at Storybook Land. I don't know about you guys, but it's just.
Oh yeah, I left the stand in front of there because that was the scariest. The only thing I remember being scared of in my early days of Disneyland was going inside a whale's mouth. That was terrifying. It's not so scary anymore.
And everybody's been questioning why this is coming out. September 8th, back to Disney Plus Day. Pinocchio will be on Disney Plus, so even if Monstro's not involved in that version, this is a good tie-in with it.
I love all the Disney Plus announcements. I know you guys went through that already, but it definitely read like you will be a part of Disney Plus Day. You will come up with some stuff to do, whether you want to or not. It is a company-wide campaign. All right, so raise your hand if you like water. Okay. Unfortunately, water will no longer be available at Walt Disney World, I believe. If I'm reading this correctly, H2O is retiring, and Jeremiah's got his. It's not the 50th brand, though.
No, this is one of my duffel bag full of stuff. Usually it's just the body lotion because I use the other stuff, and then I just throw this in my bag.
Can I offer an unpopular opinion, apparently based upon the moaning and groaning on Twitter?
Watch yourself.
I don't like H2O. I've never been a fan. I don't.
Well,
this is one of the shampoos that I don't bother to bring home from the
I
hotel. I
love
need
the
it.
shampoo. I'm actually going to go buy one of those big things of the shampoo now.
Say H2O Plus. So what they're doing is they're not just pulling it from the parks. They're retiring the brand after 30 plus years, which is an amazing thing. So you won't be able to get H2O at the parks or anywhere else. And we don't know what's going to happen to the, are they going to revert to a different brand from the same parent company? Are they going to revert to Dove? Are they going to revert to Bath and Body Works?
I think
that wouldn't be revert. That would just be convert.
Yeah, we think of H2O Plus as being the Disney brand. We have to remember, 15 years ago, it wasn't H2O Plus. It was just the Disney brand, like the Mickey Everybody Neat and Pretty shampoo stuff. And then they went to H2O after that.
Right. So we'll see what they have. It may just go back to the cute little bottles, which I like. I love those bottles. I don't know if the quality was any good. Mike, what is your preferred soap, by the way? What do you bathe with?
Oh, I think I'm on either Irish Spring or Zest right now.
Zest
Irish
fully
Spring.
clean.
Bar soap?
Yeah, bar.
Yes.
I don't like any body gel or anything like that. Bar soap only.
3 out of the 4 people here are bar soap users.
And sadly, the one that is not Rebecca.
I like my Bath and Body Works. We all know this. Let's see. Epcot tours are returning. So this one was fun because some tours have been returning to Disney World over time, and now they just announced 3 of the Epcot ones are coming back. And I did take some notes. So we've got the behind the scenes tour, which is a 1-hour tour of the land pavilion. Sometimes when you're riding the ride, you can see people on that tour walking around, holding cucumbers and such. The Experience the Seas tour, which is really cool, and you get to go scuba diving. And then the Epcot Seas Adventures Dolphins, where you get to meet the dolphins, hang out with them, get to know Calvin. So fun that those 3 are coming back. Now, I remember taking this behind the scenes tour with you, I'm guessing, Rebecca, because we paid $6.
Yeah.
Yep. I looked at that price also and went, wow, I remember when that thing was $7.
Yeah.
Wait, how much is it now?
We'll get there. So we paid $6, and basically they were begging people to come.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah, and I have the feeling with the higher price, it's now in higher demand because now it seems cool. It's $35 now.
What?
No, they were still, even before the pandemic, they were still begging people to come. Like you would get off and there would be a tour of 3 people signed up, and the price has just gone up over time. But yeah, $35 is a bit much.
$35, which I knew they raised the price. I'm honestly surprised it wasn't a little bit more than that. But doesn't $35 get you the keys to the kingdom? That's my memory of it.
Oh man.
So given that, I thought the scuba tour is going to be obscene, but the Experience the Seas tour, where you actually get to swim with fish and other people, not like fish or people. I mean, you get to swim with other people and you get to swim with fish, is only $219. So
yes. Only $219 as long as you are scuba certified.
If you're not, then you can't do it.
Correct.
So,
I feel like that one in my head is $199.
Yes, that's
the Seas Adventure where you get to go hang with the dolphins. That one is $199, which, considering one you get a scuba dive, the other you just get to meet the dolphins, that $20 difference is nothing. So.
I want to do the walk with the sharks at SeaWorld. That's what's on my bucket.
Which one?
I want to do. They had one that was like walk with sharks at SeaWorld.
What does this mean?
It was like they had like the helmety things, and you'd walk around.
Oh, I felt like you got a leash and you're on
No,
the land. He's in the water.
No, it's not scuba diving. It's not snorkeling. It's like
the old days.
Yeah.
Like you put on the big diving bell.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mike, do you scuba dive?
I've done snorkeling. I have not done scuba diving. I think that would trigger too much anxiety. Probably.
How long do you think you can hold your breath?
Should we have a contest right now?
No,
not long enough.
I can see the anxiety for scuba diving, but that is something. Don't give up, Jeremiah. You can do it. You can do it. That is something I would like to get up the nerve to try someday.
Scuba diving?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's like a fear.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to go like 100 feet down where I have to make sure I don't get the bends or something, but just to be like 4 or 5 feet underwater for an extended period of time.
I don't even like snorkeling.
I love
Snorkeling's like
snorkeling.
fairly tolerable.
I mean, it's disconcerting to be breathing when you're underwater. Keep at it, Jeremiah. You can do this. You can do this. It's disconcerting to be breathing when you're underwater, but it's kind of cool. You get to see, Minnie Mouses and stuff. Jeremiah, don't give up. Let's see. Magic key photo. Who says Disneyland doesn't love their magic key holders? For Princess Week, they have a royal photo pass opportunity that Mike will be taking part in, right, Mike?
Can't wait. What's the date on this?
The 21st through it's pretty much now through September, so you'll be doing it, I'm sure.
Okay.
September 2nd, yeah.
I'm going on the 1st, I think. I don't know what my next trip is right now, but it's coming up.
Don't you just go every day?
It's over in California Adventures near Stage 17. It's a royal opportunity, and you can
Princess
download.
Minnie out. I saw some of the pictures today.
Yeah,
it's cute.
So.
That is adorable.
By the way, go ahead.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, you do. You do. No, you.
I was just gonna say that Brandy's new video for this Princess Week is at Disneyland in front of the castle. It's really pretty.
I've never had a chance to meet Brandy.
It doesn't seem like maybe necessarily you guys' cup of tea per se, but it's nice. I like it.
More of a whiskey guy.
So there you go.
Brandy, she's a fine girl.
Look at Mike.
What a good wife she would be.
That is Mike Golick's. That is Mike Golick's go-to karaoke song, reportedly. So.
I'm so impressed. I'm flabbergasted.
That's impressive. But there you go. Brandy's new video for Starting Now, which is a tremendous princess anthem. If you haven't heard it, it's nice. I like it.
That's cool. Recorded over there on the castle. That's cool. Tony Betty has some advice for Mike. Do the World of Color Magic Key photo op if you haven't done that one yet.
I have not done that one yet.
So. I get the feeling that's a personal request.
I'll put that on the list.
All right, Skipper Canteen, maybe the most underrated restaurant in all of Walt Disney World. Got Rebecca and Jeremiah thinking.
It depends on the menu.
Maybe underrated in the sense that people don't think of it as a great restaurant.
Yes, it is a great restaurant.
Once they go, they enjoy it. I'm not saying that, but it just doesn't enter people's mind when thinking, "Oh, where's a cool place I can go to eat?"
So
I ate there once by myself, and I liked it, but I thought the serving was too small.
Mike says proudly, "I ate there once by myself. I liked it. No one likes me."
So they've announced some new menu items. They've got Skipper Dan's Dan noodles.
That's great. I love that one.
They've got Irawadi Irma's hanger steak. We got some Baba lamb chops.
That sounds so wrong.
The Enchanted Orange Dream.
That sounds so good. Oh, rim, not rum. Yeah, that sounds great.
Oh, you thought I had an orange candy rum? Okay,
yeah.
That's good too. So there you go. That's what's available. New.
Nothing there was plant-based. Were the Dan noodles vegetarian?
I think they are.
I think a lot of these they offer them that way, but no, they're all listed with meats because this one comes with crispy pork.
Yes, and
I would say you can get it without.
Speaking of it being the most underrated, they've changed their menu multiple times since it reopened. So I'm guessing that they're also seen as underrated or underused. That's why they're putting out this, hey, look, we changed our menu.
I'm sure everything I've had is good, but it's not just menu. It's the environment, the humor, the fact that it's easy to get into. I mean, that's a factor when you're talking fine dining at Disney World. I mean, as I recall, the last time we were at Disney World, we ate dinner there with Betty. And that may have been the greatest night of my life. So Skipper Canteen is a pretty cool place, and I look forward to going back there again.
I enjoy Mike's face when you said that. Are you drinking? Face?
What would be your, like, if you could book any, not taking into account, challenge of getting in, if you could like pick a place tomorrow, I want to go for dinner at Magic Kingdom, where would you go?
Oh, at Magic Kingdom?
Yeah, Magic Kingdom. Inside Magic Kingdom. I want to go for dinner, Magic Kingdom. I'm going to blank.
You have 3 choices, really.
Honestly, I would pick because I really want to try it again. My first time was so underwhelming, but that was years and years ago. I would pick Be Our Guest.
Wow.
Yeah. Be Our Guest, Crystal Palace, Skipper Canteen.
Tony's.
Oh yeah, I always forget about Tony's.
And Plaza Pavilion.
There's Plaza Pavilion. There's Cinderella Royal
Plaza
Table.
Pavilion, I don't think is open for dinner.
Jeremiah, 2 minutes in the penalty box.
There's
Cinderella's Royal Table.
How do you know? Come on.
Jeremiah, hold your breath for 2 minutes.
I was
What would you
trying to
pick?
think in my. For me,
Yeah.
I would really like to go back to Cinderella Royal Table. It's been so long. Be Our Guest was so unimpressive for me that I don't even want to give it a second chance yet.
Mike, where would you choose to eat alone?
To eat alone. I haven't eaten at Be Our Guest, so I would probably want to try that.
Right, Jeremiah, breathe long enough to give an answer.
For dinner, I like Crystal Palace. Cindy's for dinner isn't my favorite because it's not the princesses at breakfast. I know that Doobie, that's your main draw. Be Our Guest, every time I've eaten there is underwhelming. So it is not
okay.
Yeah, and I've had dinner, I've had breakfast, I've had lunch. It's kind of just
Yeah. See, Gio would also come in with Skippers.
All right, I'm going to switch to Cinderella's because I haven't been there in a long time, and I have no faith that Be Our Guest would be. Liberty Tree.
Yes.
I thought I considered this one, but like I say, I haven't been to Cindy's in a while. But I will say I prefer Cindy's when we used to go more frequently. I liked it better when it was daytime because I like the way the light comes in through all the windows as opposed to in the evening. But have an early dinner.
We have a new nickname for Jeremiah until a better one comes along. We're just going to start calling him 3. Because 3 restaurants has turned into 12, I believe now.
Hey, speaking of food, this is foodie guide that we published today. It's the World Princess Week, and so they've got all these really scrumptious treats coming. And for me, this list, Doobie, this is the list that has the highest ratio of I want to try that.
So let's see some of these.
Of any list that we
Will
have.
there be more than 3 I want to try?
Oh, no. Okay, so let's just start off with
Whoa!
this. Okay.
Look at that shoe.
No, but look, it's inside that dome. That dome arrives at your table. You pop it with your spoon, and boom, spoon.
No,
Jeremiah,
you
have to go do this.
You melt it with the chocolate, so by the time you see that, it's already got chocolate all over that shoe.
Jeremiah, you're there opening day. I'll pay for your dessert. You can pay for your
I was like,
meal.
wait, I'm going to Cindy's.
And cool? I want a video of this. This is like the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
No, go to the next one. That's what you really want.
Okay, then you've
got... they don't have a photo of the Snow White cone.
No, they don't have a picture of the Snow White cone. Don't worry, there's some Snow White desserts coming. You've got some beautiful sugar cookies decorated with a variety of the princesses. You've got a banana pudding dessert, Doobie.
What is that?
Are those actual Nilla wafers in there?
I know, that's what I was thinking.
Yep.
Regal Eagle.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it is because they have. So wait, don't get excited because that is the normal dessert with just the Tiana chocolate.
So get excited because they've added Tiana. You're wording this incorrectly. We have a strawberry cupcake for Anna and Elsa over at Sunshine Seasons.
I picture Mike during these segments going, that looks good. Can't have that. That looks good. Can't have that.
That's pretty accurate.
It was funny because when I was looking through this list, I'm like, I want to ask Mike, like, if he knew it could be gluten-free, just taking into account the flavors, like which one is appealing to him.
Well, banana cream pie was always my favorite, so I'd probably go for the banana one.
Is this a rose?
Yes, but it's dark chocolate with a cherry mousse. I love cherries. I love dark chocolate. And so, so far, there's nothing I don't want. This is a brownie.
Not just the taste. Visually, these are some of the most impressive desserts I've ever seen. They're so beautiful.
This is a brownie that's over at Dockside Diner. Creature Comforts has Pocahontas.
Pocahontas mousse? Wait, there's no mousse in Pocahontas.
I thought that's Pocahontas? Right, that one's got
neither one of those are Pocahontas.
The color searches. What about Pocahontas?
I want to know what this is because it claims. Okay, so this is the banana. I'm guessing. Is this the one? I don't think so. I don't think that the one beneath it. I don't think that the one above it is a Pocahontas one.
Need to get Becca on here.
But maybe
Focus
it
on
is
what that's
because
what
it's
he
got a
dried.
sunflower and then a feather, so it fits
Yeah.
in that way. That looks
Could
like
be.
it could be a pineapple banana cake.
Yeah, that probably is, but those colors make no sense at all.
Oh, you know what? Is it based on those gems that I'm not gems, but the
Oh,
stones that she wears?
Yeah, you could be right. Now it's making
Pulling
more
that
sense.
coloring.
Looks
And then
really good
these
though.
are for Doobie.
That is so pretty. I didn't even realize it was Snow White, but obviously it is, and I
Oh, it's
love that.
Emirates, so those cakes are $30 each.
And
Worth
these are tiny, right? That's how they do it over there. So it's a petite cake. It's a vanilla chiffon cake with layers of apple mousse and cinnamon mousse with white chocolate crunch pearls. All flavors that Doobie loves.
That does sound good, but
That does. Yes, I would love to
I'm
eat
telling
that.
you, this, like I say, this list was one of the ones where I just kept scrolling and going, wait, I have yet to strike one
I
that's
will tell
bad.
you that mermaid cupcake, not good at all.
But it looks beautiful. Who
It
cares
looks
how it
beautiful.
tastes?
I had it the first year it came out, and it is not good. Like
Aw.
the
Jeremiah,
flavor
you
of
need
it
to
is too much.
you need to collage some of these for Instagram, Jeremiah. Get on it because
Look
these
at this
are
one.
beautiful.
Vanilla cake with a chocolate, white chocolate slipper and then a fondant pumpkin on it. Oh,
Nothing
this
tastes
is the
better than
Doobie
fondant.
cupcake. It's
I love the
vanilla-
pink. The pink is
What?
beautiful, but the sphere is a little faded.
The sphere is dated. How about this?
Faded.
This is over at Kona. Gio says that mermaid cupcake looks a little fishy. I guess Jeremiah agrees since he didn't think it was particularly tasty. So yeah, so there you go. So I won't bother you with the rest, but they're all amazing.
They're all amazing.
I
These
was
are
so, like I say, I just kept scrolling, and then I got to Disneyland. I have to admit, I was like, eh.
Is it smaller?
Oh, but the one thing they do have in the Disneyland list that I think Doobie would appreciate is
Oh, that Cinderella. Do we have a close up of that Cinderella carriage that just looks horrible?
Stop being so positive, Jeremiah.
No, look at it. It looks like somebody like poked a hole through it.
It took a shot, all right? It's taken fire.
That the other day, I was like, what's wrong with that?
There's also a bubble sipper available across the Disneyland Resort. But see, Doobie, check it out. Here it is. It is a strawberry-filled churro rolled in pink strawberry sugar with a cream cheese frosting to dip.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I am going to be eating. I can't have any of this. This is all going away before I get there.
I know, it's so sad.
It's terrible.
But hopefully some of them will remain. I know sometimes they stick around a little longer than usual. So there you go.
I'm glad we went through that because that looks so good. And I am so hungry.
I don't like to be reminded of fish when I'm not eating fish. I'm eating something that's not a fish. I don't want it to look like a fish. If that makes sense.
So you're out on this Rice Krispie treat, I think is what that is.
Does that extend to other animals? Like if you're eating ice cream shaped like beef, does that bother you?
Or a whale?
Like Fudgy. I'm fine with Fudgy the whale.
Nobody turns down Fudgy.
What about Cookie Puss? Are you okay with Cookie Puss?
By the way, Kidder, I too wish Stanley was on Disney Plus. I enjoyed Stanley.
Is that still in the show? Disney Junior?
Yes, the Puppet Disney Junior show.
Along with Bear in the Big Blue House.
Roly Poly Oly.
Winnie the Pooh storybook, yes. Handy Manny.
Oh, hop up, jump in.
It's sad that you guys know this because you have a child. It's sad because I know this because I had to go to that show so many times.
What's funny is we knew this before we had a child, and he wasn't nearly as interested in it as we wished.
It is sad.
He did like Handy Manny, but he was not a fan of the other Disney Junior shows, but he did like Handy Manny.
All right, so moving on. We are only... Mouse don't want to work. We are only about 3 weeks away from the onset of the D23 Expo. 3 years in the making his return, and it will kick off strong with the Disney Legends Ceremony 35th Anniversary Edition. And among those legends are two very important people in the history of Disney parks. So we don't care about Anthony Andrews. We don't care about Diana Ross's daughter. We care about Rob Coltrane and Doris Hardoon. What, Jeremiah?
I'm just waiting to see who you're about to talk about.
Those are the two. Those are the
I
two
know.
who are in Imagineering. Rob, anyone know how to properly pronounce his name? Is it pronounced Robert? Is it pronounced Rob?
I think it's Rob.
I'm sad to say I'm not familiar with either of these two Imagineers, so I'm very happy they're being honored, and I get the opportunity to learn more about them both now and when the ceremonies come around. But he worked on Rob worked on Philhar Magic, Muppet 3D, Roger Rabbit, and then was a major creative on Radiator Springs Racers and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, as well as the ongoing Tokyo Disneyland Resort expansion, and he retired in 2019. And then Doris Hardoon, among many other things, I thought the coolest credit she had was she was the executive art director for both Westcott and the Long Beach Disney Sea Project. So for those of us old timers who are really into those two things that never happened but would have been the greatest thing ever, she was the art director on those. So pretty cool. I'm sure she has some amazing stories. She left the company in 2000 and then returned in 2009 to work on Shanghai. So congratulations to both of them. Amongst all the huge speeches and fanfare that'll be going on in Legend Day, do not forget to also listen to some of the the non-celebrities like these two Imagineers, Don Hahn, some of the other non-celebrities that are going to be giving their speeches and that made the Disney company what it has become.
I think Don Hahn's speech could be the most entertaining. He's been around the longest, and really, he's the connection to the old school animation still.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, good reason to go rewatch that, which I watched once and need to watch it again. Thank you, Tony. Tony's really good with knowing the people behind the scenes. I will give him credit for that.
Especially the DreamWorks people.
By the way, when I was poking around about these Imagineers, I stumbled on this fan-based website. It's called Jungle Skipper. They're like dedicated to the sea initiative and whatnot, and they bring up the notion that this Imagineer, Rob Coltrane, is the inspiration for Professor Blauer-Himmel, and Blauer-Himmel is actually blue sky, right? Himmel being sky, Blauer being some form of blue.
Oh, that's so really
Professor
cool.
Blue Sky. So I do not know the validity of these things because this is still a new area for me as far as learning more about the SEA. But I found that interesting. So there you go.
And that looks like that was jungleskipper.com, or was that a GeoCities site?
Yeah, okay. Nope, jungleskipper.com.
Cool. What neighborhood in GeoCities was that? All right. For you, Universal Studios.
On a page, there was a little guy with a pickaxe under construction.
So I'm not sure if you guys talked about the fact that our very own Jeremiah down there, vice president in charge of scaring people, and our good guy Mac talked about Halloween Horror Nights and some of the other scarier things on a live stream earlier today. But Wizarding World of Harry Potter has got some new scary characters coming.
Oh yeah, we forgot to even talk about that.
Yeah, so this isn't exclusive. This is Horror Nights. Yes, it is. Sorry.
Yeah.
The Death Eaters, is that what they're called?
Yes.
They're
the Death Eaters are coming for Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Hollywood. They had them out here for a brief time, but it wasn't just Horror Nights based. This actually started in Universal Japan. They had their Death Eaters out in their Hogsmeade Village for their Horror Nights, and I know that they've been trying to get it over here for the longest time, but the story goes JK was not very fond of doing Horror Night stuff that ties in with Universal. The first year that Hogsmeade Village was open, they actually had it closed off, so Horror Nights couldn't even go into Hogsmeade Village. And here in Orlando, you can't go into the walkways of Diagon Alley. That's kind of like the magical gate that nothing that's Horror Nights can cross over into. So this will be the first step into that stateside. We'll see.
That is very exciting. Thank you for that background information, Jeremiah.
Hey, Doobie, I don't know if you knew this, but last week was National Roller Coaster Day, and Mike Celestino traveled to some fun for that, right?
Yes.
Or is this is the other one? I don't know. Mike, you tell me what you want to showcase. I'll showcase it.
You're showing Orlando. I went to San Diego.
Yeah,
sorry.
I'll pull up the right stuff.
But it was for National Roller Coaster Day. They called SeaWorld San Diego the coaster capital of San Diego, which I guess there's not a lot of competition.
Take that,
They
Legoland.
have exactly 4 roller coasters at SeaWorld.
4 is kind of in quotes, right?
Well, yeah, if you count Atlantis, there's 4. Count Journey to Atlantis.
But did that count the Shamu coaster?
What's the Shamu coaster?
Don't they have a Shamu coaster?
A kiddie coaster.
Oh no. This
Anyway.
so there's Electric Eel, which I had done once before, and the first time I did it, I was like, "That's enough."
They really do say that.
But I did go on it again this time. I did the challenge. I did all 4 of these. Electric Eel. The new one is called Emperor. That opened in March. I had not been on that before, so that was pretty good. Journey to Atlantis is like half water ride and half roller coaster, and then Manta is kind of like the family coaster. But I did all 4 of them for the challenge. I won a T-shirt for completing it. I'm very proud of myself.
I can't wait to go on that.
Is this the eel?
That's Electric Eel.
That looks terrifying. That's just not the ride itself. Just like the structure is going to fall any moment.
The twist at the top is the scariest part because it's actually going pretty slow at that point, and you're just like hanging. It just feels like you're going to fall out at the top there.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel on Dollywood's Mystery Mine.
Okay.
Like,
Is that the one where you wish you fall out? No, that's Fire Chaser Express.
Yeah.
They were also previewing the beer festival. What's it called? Something beer festival.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
The beer feast, the feast.
Yeah, it's somewhere at the bottom here. I mentioned it, but
Yep.
we got a preview of that.
Craft
Geo.
Beer Festival.
Craft beer festival. Yeah, there you go. Thank
Is
you.
that craft with a K, like the same people that make the cheese?
No, as in smaller brewing houses. So there you go.
By the way, Jeremiah's taken up drinking according to his Facebook page.
No.
I'm guessing you guys will talk about this tomorrow, but I did want to mention Spirit Halloween. That was one of the best side trips we've taken in a while. We went to our local Spirit Halloween where they have so much Haunted Mansion merchandise, including a very cool doormat that we purchased. So, like I said, check out Barely Necessities tomorrow at 4 p.m. And I suspect they'll talk a little bit more about this as well as tons of other merchandise stuff. But I want to go back there and do a vlog just checking out Spirit Halloween. I think that'd be fun. I've seen a couple on the interwebs already from other people.
And Lowe's also has a lot of really great Disney Halloween, especially Haunted Mansion merchandise, and it's going very quickly, and now you can find it for ridiculous sums of money on eBay. So if you are somebody who enjoys decorating for Halloween, go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's, go check it out, because like I guess there's a Madame Leota headstone that people are trying to find, and it's flying off the shelves reportedly, and the only reason why I figure it must be flying off the shelves because then I look at eBay and it's like, whoa, hey.
Okay, I'll play the game. Wouldn't it be just levitating off the shelves?
Thank you, Jeremiah.
They
even have a 6 foot. They even are selling a 6 foot wide.
Inflatable Stitch.
No. It's Pumpkin Mickey.
Pre-surgery doobie.
It reminds me of what you would see kind of on top of the structure. It's sold out already on Lowe's.com. So like I say, if you're somebody who wants to decorate for the holidays.
So speaking of decorating for Halloween, first of all, it's Christmas at Safeway, but Halloween might sell us, like a Kroger's to you, no, a Publix. So do you? Oh, geez, you don't need to decorate. You just show that face. Do you decorate your home for Halloween?
Me personally, no, but my wife is a better decorator than I am, and she is not quite as lazy as I am, so she does most of that stuff, and she does an excellent job. She hangs up cobwebs and all sorts of decorations, and we have stuff that goes in the garden outside. It's all wonderful, and I'm pleased as punch that she's around.
I forgot we have a source, man. We have an insider over at Lowe's. I should have been asking Gio to give me a heads up when the Disney merchandise hit the shelves. Like he says, there was an inflatable Doom buggy as well with the 3 hitchhiking ghosts in it. So.
You know what I do have that I do contribute to Halloween is that I have a good Halloween record collection. I have some fun ones that we play all day when the kids are coming around. We get like one trick-or-treater every year. and I try
Fine he gets.
to make sure that the Halloween records are playing around that
Here's
time.
that Monstro Mash for you.
You should treat
kid.
him so special. She's like, oh, come on. Like his name Billy. Come on, Billy. Come inside. Let's enjoy
Whoa,
Halloween.
whoa,
together."
whoa. I'm watching the Black Phone. Let's not talk about that right now.
I'm trying to watch that. That is so boring. I was going to ask Mike something, but I forgot. So it doesn't matter. Final thing for today. Let's all take a moment to congratulate Brooke Lopez, who has set the bar very high. Thankfully, Mike and I are already married, but Jeremiah, pressure's on. This is how you propose to a woman in front of the tree of life. Brooke Lopez, basketball player, one of the Lopez twins, along with his brother Robin, both of whom are known, very well known, as the literally biggest Disney fans you know.
It is amazing how he found a woman that much taller than him. Like he's 7'3". She's got to be like 8 in there.
So congratulations, Mr. Lopez, Robin. The clock is ticking. And
Tori pretty much made me promise that I wouldn't propose in a Disney park.
Really? Where did you propose?
It's called Bernie. Here, I have a picture of it.
Weekend at Bernie's?
Bernie
No,
Falls.
it's
Did you guys set
in
this
Northern
up? Like
California.
Mike has to go to other rooms to pick up something he bought 2 minutes ago, but he finds a picture that quick.
That's important.
We've talked about this before. He has shared
Yeah, I've
this
done that
beautiful.
before.
He's shared it. Yes, it's a great story. I love it.
Jeremiah, so you proposed at Weekend at Bernie's. I proposed to Rebecca at Disneyland. Jeremiah, where will your location be?
Sorry, what? I was holding my breath again.
If somebody was asking you for suggestions, Jeremiah, I know you have romantic bones in that body.
Nowhere in any Disney park.
What?
There is no spot in a Disney park that you feel would be
No.
a location for a proposal.
I love Disney parks, but if I have to see one more proposal, and this is me being me, anywhere in the Disney parks, like it is just overdone.
I'm feeling very basic now, Jeremiah.
Well, you guys did it long before it was, I could turn on TikTok or Instagram and find 1,000 pictures.
What
from
about
today.
this lady? This was recent.
I was there. I was there for that one.
Jeremiah has nothing to say. By the
Oh,
way,
no, that one was good. I mean, never mind. Yes, Gio, Gatorland is where I would go, right on that zip line across.
let me ask. So, if a Disney fan came to you and because of your aversion to Disney park proposals, would you be willing to suggest like a hotel, the cruise line, or is that just not acceptable either for Jeremiah's zone?
There are many places that are beautiful on Disney property, Disney cruise line, that kind of stuff. Like Morgan said, in front of the icons, overdone. You do it if you want to do it. Again, you guys did this.
No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it in front of the icon.
We didn't do it in
I'm
front of
just
the icon.
saying.
Well,
if
I mean,
that's
Rod Miller, I guess he's an icon. But...
Yeah, a literal icon. But I'm just saying, if that's a special place to you, don't let the fact that a million other people have done it stop you from doing it too.
Okay, you want me to be as negative as possible right now?
Oh, jeez.
What
Go
happens
for it.
if the marriage fails? Do you ever want to go back to that spot again?
Oh, that's where Jeremiah's brain goes. Worst case scenario.
Yeah,
Heading off the worst case scenario at the pass.
Jeremiah, good marriages don't fail.
Please.
Are we? We have a lot of married people now on our LP team. As far as I know, none of them have had a relationship fall apart, a marriage fall apart.
No, and that's why I'm very happy for all of my friends and family on this group.
And Jeremiah's next. So the pressure's on there, Morgan and Tony.
See, Gio's got it right.
That's not fair to Morgan.
You propose at Cosmic. You propose.
Oh,
at Cosmic
R.I.P.
Sunny
Guy.
Eclipse.
R.I.P. Guy. Is that his name, Guy?
I don't know what it is.
No, you don't.
Nobody-
That was great.
He didn't even know that he was Sunny Eclipse. It wasn't until Lou Mongello interviewed him a decade ago that he even had a clue that was still playing in the parks.
Oh, that's
Are you
adorable.
serious?
Yeah.
So the voice of Sunny Eclipse passed away.
Yeah.
within the past couple of weeks, and I'm trying to find his name real quick. I don't want to call him Guy. Cal David passed away at the age of 79.
Yeah, Lou had an interview with him. Like I said, it was probably actually over a decade ago,
Wow.
and he had no clue that what he went in and did. It was him and what's his name from Monty Python. They don't know what they're doing. They just take the paychecks and
Right.
Eric Idle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. This is so funny. I realize Tony worked in the park, and I have no doubt he is saying truth here. But I have spent so much of my life in Disney theme parks. I have never seen a proposal other than my own in person.
Oh, I see it pretty frequently at Disneyland.
Yeah, you hear the clapping,
I think
and
people look at me and realize we need to wait for this guy to leave.
But in all honesty, Juby, the years that you and I were spending 20, 30 hours in the park as consumers were 2 decades ago. And I truly, I don't know if it was as common then. I would really like to
TikTok it.
Yeah, no, I would like
Exactly.
to see what it's like now to
Right.
go. If we were spending as much time in the parks now as we were back then, because like I say, back then it was we were 20, 30 hours a week on property, a lot of it in the parks, but at least on property. And
You're right. That's a great point.
so, yeah.
sorry,
I've seen a wedding.
the thunder is hitting big out here. So
Oh, is it?
yeah.
So if Tori had not made such an edict, Mike, is there a place you think you would have liked to have proposed to her? It's so romantic here, talking about proposals. And
Would it have been Haunted Mansion with Ricky as the butler still? With the really long, greasy hair he used to have?
Tori and I have very different tastes in that kind of stuff. Like we both like the parks, but our favorite attractions don't line up. So it's there's not one place that would make sense for both of us, you know.
What's Tori's favorite attraction?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I'd have to clear that with her before I could give an answer. I'm not sure.
So we know who wears the pants in this.
Oh, Tony's got those storms happening over there.
Seismic.
No, we've had some. I've lived here almost 10 years. The past few weeks, we've had thunder that has put everything else to shame.
That's what I've heard. I've heard from family. And
one more note I wanted to make. If I had to propose to Rebecca today, and it would certainly be on Disney property, I probably would do it on a Skyliner, preferably when we're sharing the cabin with someone else, just to embarrass them having to watch this from like 2 feet away, and then give her the biggest smooch in the world. And
I'd say no.
But I think the Skyliner
It's really awkward.
Where's that emergency exit?
Excuse me, sir.
I'm gonna jump.
Can you imagine
Sir, can you just
Skyliner
point this at
with
us?
I love the idea. You're in a Skyliner with 2 people. He proposes. She says, no.
Ooh, that could be a
the
good
awkwardness.
camera segment.
Let's do that. We're doing that on our next trip to Disney World.
It's so awkward.
And then have Gideon go, "Why won't you be my daddy?"
Oh my
That'd be
goodness.
so awkward.
All right. Anything else anybody wants to mention?
No.
Okay.
Want to give a shout out to Cirque du Soleil, Jeremiah?
Yes, Cirque du Soleil, Drawn to Life. You'll start to hear more and more about them from us. They're really looking towards the future and really pushing to become to the La Nuba status, because Drawn to Life has been open for coming on a year, and there are still people that think La Nuba is still around. So
Wow.
if you are coming to Walt Disney World, Drawn to Life is a beautiful
It's
show.
amazing.
It is a must-see, so definitely hit that up. They have some great dining plans with some of the restaurants at Disney Springs that works a package. You're the one who let me give the promotion.
No, I'm laughing at my poor computer.
No, but Drawn to Life, if you're here, definitely do it. They have some great discounts, but it's fun. Disneyland, I would say make sure you hit Disneyland as soon as possible, because starting September 7th, there's just going to be a lot of people with cameras everywhere.
Yep. The D23 Horde descends.
I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to Expo. We're going to have a booth there. Don't forget to come check out our booth. We, i.e. Rebecca, has been working feverishly on materials for our booth. It's going to be fantastic. We hope you come check it out. Come meet me. Come meet Gideon. Come meet Kyle. If you're lucky, you can meet Mike or Jeremiah on one of their very few breaks from covering events.
It does. I completely, as soon
Yeah,
as
I
you
hear
said
that.
You know what I hear? I hear, remember the Evil Knievel or those motorcycles where you pull the thing out?
Yeah.
That's
No,
what I
no,
hear.
no. It's totally when you
Yeah, the cow.
The cow says.
Wait for it. There you go.
like the little,
And
or
for
you had
those-
that little jar and you would turn over
Yeah.
and it would make the cow noise.
Yes.
If you're following along at home, the reason I was late is because I was having a very firm conversation with Federal Express Resolution Department. Immediately following the show, I will be going to pick up my computer.
At
Really
least we
late,
hope
honey.
so.
Yes, I'm not leaving there without my computer. So
Give me that one right there. I'm taking this one. If you don't give me mine,
if I go way over there and my computer's not there to be picked up, I may need to be picked up from a facility by my wife. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining us. Once again, tomorrow at 4 p.m. we've got Disney Parks Talk a lot. No, we don't. We have
Barely
Wait, what is
necessities.
today then?
thank you very much. We have Barely Necessities where they'll be talking about merchandise. You better believe it was FedEx. I told the guy when I finished, I'm like, thank you. Hopefully I don't have to talk to you again ever because I'm never using you again. Disney Trivia Live tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. And then, Jeremiah, it looks like we're doing a walk and talk from the Magic Kingdom Wednesday morning at 10.
Woohoo!
Wednesday morning? I thought it was Thursday morning.
All right, we'll see. We have Star Wars Headlines with Mike and Rebecca. They got a lot to talk about with all the Disney Plus announcements. They have a new Disney Gallery, right, Mike?
Nope. It's not called that anymore.
And
Devastated.
One time I got so angry at the post office, I vowed I would never use the post office ever again. It lasted
That'll
like
happen.
2 weeks.
I mean, obviously, I didn't have a choice in this one. That's what Dell used to ship. But if I ever have a choice, no way. I love UPS. I've used UPS forever.
Oh no, you are correct, Doobie. It is Wednesday. Sorry.
Okay. And then at Saturday, it looks like we have a baseball game, but that does not concern any of you guys. And so thank you very much for
Is there a Laughing Place baseball team that we don't know about?
yeah, there is.
Oh.
You're the umpire.
Probably the most
It's not a
qualified,
baseball
sadly.
team. That's
See, by contrast, Microsoft, when my first Surface, the battery started expanding, which is a terrible thing. The battery should not expand. I took it to them. It was out of warranty. They didn't have it, but they still wanted to make me whole. They didn't have that model anymore. They gave me full purchase price as a credit to a brand new laptop, a brand new Surface, even though it was out of warranty. That's how you treat a customer, not with FedEx people. Is that still run by Fred Smith? Is he still gambling, trying to keep his company alive? Thanks, everybody. We will see you next time. Love you, honey. Shut up, Jeremiah.
so long, and thanks for all the